What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Honors Network. I got a little story for y'all. Story time. Alright, so this right here is an alternator. This is a car battery. And I'm just trying to identify. This right here is a starter. If you haven't ever gone underneath your car to see the starter or change it, this is a purge valve canister. This is a canister purge valve. Alright, just explaining those parts to you real quick. Alright, so if that canister purge valve that I was just telling you about, hold on, it's not the starter, it's this guy right here. It actually can mess up your starter, it can mess up your alternator, and it can also mess up your, guess what it is, a battery. Yes. So alternator usually costs around $250, battery $100, and then the starter is going to cost you $150. So you're looking at around $500. You know what I mean? So the canister purge valve, if things start to go, you can usually want to replace that. That's going to be around a $50 part to $70. When the starter goes out, it's hard to get to the bolt on top, but you have to get an extension wrench, and then the alternator, it's usually buried underneath some stuff, so that's usually hard to get out. The battery's not so hard to get out. You have to take off the vacuum thing. That's not so hard at all. It's just a couple bolts. I got in my car and my car wasn't starting, and I just replaced my starter, so I knew that it wasn't going to be my starter. I just replaced my battery, so I knew it wasn't going to be my battery. I was getting not like that, it was like a vacuum noise. I can't you know what, just let me show you what I'm talking about. What the fuck is that noise? Hold on. This completely confused me, because I know I can really tell what a problem is when I can listen to the engine and it doesn't go through. I am good at that. I'm good, like, oh, that right there, that's the battery. Oh, that's something else. So I just replaced my starter. I just replaced my battery not too long ago, and I'm about to replace that bad boy because he is messing up everything for me. After 4 hours of trying to figure out what the problem is that I can't really be outside the car and start at the same time, so I don't know where the noise is coming from in the first place. After 4 hours, I had someone help me. Dude came out and he said, well, can I help in any way? I said, yeah. Just listen and point out where the noise is coming from. So I start, dude points out and he's like, right there. And I was like, right underneath that is the starter. So I jack up my car. To my surprise, the starter seems to be unscrewed, and the part we're supposed to make the wire, watch, I'll show you two right now. You see right there a little bit to the right, down by that blue thing. The blue thing isn't in every car, I don't know. Well, in the blue thing, that's where it starts. That's what makes it start. There's a thing right there that makes it start, and it has to be tightened. And the one underneath the blue thing, that one too. So the one on the bolt on the bottom, I tightened that. I tightened it because it was loose. It was really loose. Someone had to did that. That's not, because I tightened it real tight last time. And then the one right underneath that blue thing, that bolt right there, I started tightening it. I tried to get a bolt to tighten it. I couldn't find a bolt to get on it. I was using a metal wrench. And then I don't know, I think it's called a wrench, but I ended up getting another wrench with rubber handle. And I ended up having the right metal wrench to do it, but in the end, I ended up using the wrench that had a rubber handle, right? So I used the rubber handle and I get it tightened. I start tightening it. Boom! Bunch of electricity, bro. Bunch of electricity. It's very strange to me that the bolt that was supposed to go over it, and I was using the metal wrench, actually fit. But at the time, when I was doing that right there, it wouldn't go over. It wouldn't go in. You know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't cover the bolt. But that's the exact thing that I had needed, and I was trying to put it on and it wasn't going. That was really weird to me and strange. So I grabbed the wrench with the rubber covering on it, and then I turn it. Boom. I'm not sure if the human body could withhold all the electricity that. Oh, it was really big. Yep. And I'm feeling really blessed today. I'm feeling really blessed to be here. I'm feeling really happy. When I after connected that, I go in the driver's seat to start it up, and it turns over. So it started right up. Next thing you know, the battery sign comes back on. Mind you, during this time that I didn't know that it was the starter, had a couple of bolts that was loosened. I bought another battery. I thought that the battery was the problem. So I go back, and then I'm driving. I'm about to go back to return the battery. Or not return the battery. I'm going to get some donuts, to be honest with you. I look at my dash. The battery sign is back on. It's a brand new battery. So now I go to AutoZone. Testing everything out, and it's the alternator. So the reason for this video is, if things are going out in your car talking about starter, battery, alternator, you're gonna have to check, and you're gonna want to check this part right here, the purge valve canister, the canister purge valve, however you say it. I don't know why it messes it up. It ended up doing misfires, and it helps fuck up your engine, to be honest with you. So make sure, if things are going bad in your car with the electric, you're going to want to replace that canister purge valve, that guy right there. You're going to want to put a new chip in it too. Click, every time you click over, it's going to be your battery or your starter. Most cases not going to be your alternator, because alternator, that's responsible for charging your battery while you're driving. So that's not going to be your alternator. Be safe out there, guys. Thank you for watching. Hit that like and subscribe. I'm out.